The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 65, 65.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 73 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21. Here we go. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
11. Hey, gun.
On third down, here's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field.
Here we go.
But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now. It's Coleman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
13. 12.
Right there, 54.
Garoppolo on first down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. White. 180. Hey, gun.
On first down, here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They run with Breida. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 45 on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Sanders. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's
Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. On third down, a run from Breida. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. 180! 21, 21. I'm coming. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This is Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Let's go. Let's do this. Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Breida. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hey, check. 3.
First down.
Check 3.
Now it's Breida. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. I got this.
Breida, he'll try to right side. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
80 weapons. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, exit.
Any jack. 25, check 25, check 25.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
65. Chopper! I got this. Block!
They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Now Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
11.
Garoppolo now. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
I got you.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 11, 65.
Alert 3.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check the backer.
Hey, gun.
Lucky.
Set hunt.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Coleman. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6. They will run again with Coleman. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
X3, 218, chop.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though.
11.
Here we go on 4th down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a
touchdown, 49ers! Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
There he goes right side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 75 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we...
Accelerating, and off he goes. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 82 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Kill, kill, kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Slam.
They run again with Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Go, boys, let's go. Let's go.
Result of the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. They'll keep it on the ground. Coleman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
One, Omaha. Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo looks to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
I know you felt that one.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got this.
Now we give to Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 34 yards there and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
11.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Coleman, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
21. Hey, gun. Drop deep. 29.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
21.
Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, baby.
Ready. White 25.
58, right there. Let's go one more. Rush in. Rush in.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Jameis to throw it. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run it with Jones. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got Evans. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. And break. The tight end's got it. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Mike, 58 right there. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Myles Garrett in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Well, they need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
We got this.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
They go play action. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Johnny! Joker! Let's go!
On 1st down, Logan. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Hey, let's get a conversion. Let's go.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 40-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Winston now looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 20, 10, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Miles Garrett, his second sack of the night. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Mike's 4-2.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Third and long for Winston. And he's going to go down again. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Hurry!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup.
First down.
Mayfield on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Following the interception, Winston. He completes it to Evans. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Winston now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for T.J. Higgins. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This is Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready. Come on. Sunday. White 25.
On 3rd down, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They run again on 1st down. Chubb nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Now it's Hunt, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Mayfield on play action. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on 4th down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tackle made by Demarius Randall. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey.
Now Winston. Caught by Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Winston. Jones has it. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check. Switch.
Here's Jones. Olivier Vernon brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again to Jones. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Complete. He finds Braid. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, 133. 52.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got some room at the 30. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, fellas.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go!
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Crunch time.
Regular.
Now Chubb running right, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now, Winston. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jameis now on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Here's Winston. He completes it to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. Mayfield down. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 180. Hurry. Alert, 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 alert.
Now Chubb. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Andrew Adams there to make the tackle. You mentioned very early on the to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Hurry, hurry.
Man, I got you.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Jameis to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Green, triple T, white 25. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Go.
Here's Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to... Go for it, doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Set, 180!
Choose the mic. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They run. Chubb looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, alert 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Kings.
Check three.
Hey, Steve 6.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Freddie Kitchens going to push the envelope. His guys will go on fourth down. Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. The quick slant caught. And he'll be out of bounds. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The backup Stanton ready for his first throw. He's going to fire one. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
A gain of 33 yards First down, Browns.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Point it right. Hey, alert! Hey, Haywood!
Throwing, Mayfield. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Where's 52? Block 52.
Regular.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry!
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
This is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now he's forced out right. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43.
Hey, stop. Let's go.
To the air again with Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second, and the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Room to run past midfield. That's to his running back, complete. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Myles Garrett, his second sack of the night. On play action, Winston. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards there, a first down. Jameis now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. Winston. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turn.